Alright guys, Hayzink here, welcome back to the channel for another Street Fighter Duel video, and in today's video, the way I see it, the anniversary's done. We've eaten all the cake, we've donated all our cream to make the cake nice and creamy, so it's a perfect time to do my typical, was it good, was it bad, review the event. So, first up, rewards. Were they good? Yes, they were. People can dispute that all they want, but the rewards were good. We got decent stuff from all of these little boxes. And while donating the cream, we actually had some nice random drops. We would get red tickets, we would get materials to level up our gear, you would get lots of nice stuff. So the cake cream thing, was it a victory? I say yes, I say yes, I say it absolutely was. One of the other things that we get as part of this event was double resources. That was Shadlow boosted, missions boosted, and what's the other thing that gets boosted? I don't know, random battles or something? Something else gets boosted anyway. All good. Everything absolutely positive. Nothing bad that we can say about that. I'm not going to include the VIP reset in the summons because I don't generally include summons as part of a was it a good event, because the event is the things that you do, so we're not going to include them in the event, right? Next up, we would have this Gates of Glory, right? Gates of Glory gave us plenty of missions, which gave us diamonds, summons, and loads of other things. I mean, like you can see here, we got loads of materials, loads of goodies, things to level, EX scrolls and all the rest of it. Absolutely no arguments for the rewards that we got there. They were all very, very good. What was daily training? I don't remember what daily training was, to be honest. Can't remember. Whatever daily training was, we got that, but I can't grade it because I don't remember what it was. But obviously, the meat of the event was the actual event, the thing that we went in and done. So we have this. Here was all the rewards. Decent rewards. Nothing crazy, I will say, nothing crazy. Not as highly rewarding as a standard event. But I feel like that's because a lot of those rewards were coming from other places, like from the cream cake and stuff like that, right? So while these rewards were not necessarily as high, believe it or not, I actually enjoyed the daily portal thing. I did. It gave us a reason to log in each day. I mean, I log in every day anyway, right? But it gave us a reason to log in every day. It gave us new tasks to do daily. Okay, if you kind of take it as the sum of its parts, did it give us more content than, say, a standard event where you've got a portal, you can do a good bit of stuff, 3 days later, a good bit of stuff, final portal, a good bit of stuff, and it's done? No, it probably gave us around about the same amount of stuff, right? But the fact that it was giving it to us on a kind of daily basis, it felt like more, right? It felt like there was more to do, and they could obviously mix in a little bit of variety because each of these portals would lead to a different area. Some would have puzzles, some would have more battles. You know, it mixed it up. I liked this format, right? At the end of it as well, day 1, we would unlock one boss, which was Guile. Day 3 or 4, we unlocked another boss, which was Vega. And then on the final day, we unlocked another boss, who was Guy. Each of these bosses offered something different and something unique. I probably need to go back in here and do my score. This ends today. I'll probably get my score in here today. They offered us something different to do, and it was unique. It was a different way to approach things, which was obviously good as well. Now, these bosses themselves, they were particularly challenging, to be honest. Guile hit like an absolute truck. Vega would absolutely murder you. And Guy absolutely hits harder than most bosses that we've had. And while you might think that's not necessarily a good thing, I quite liked it. And they were also single bosses. You only used one team. It wasn't multiple team runs to try and beat these bosses, which honestly was refreshing. It was nice to have a return to the single boss formula, because we're now back doing Effigy, which is doing multiple bosses and multiple teams, and I mean, It's alright, effigy's fine, it's really rewarding, right? But, you know, it's the same thing all the time. If they could mix up those effigy bosses, that would be bosses, that would be nice, but alas, we keep getting the same bosses over and over and over, so I don't think that's ever going to change. But this was good. I like this. This is going to be controversial. People might not... I mean, don't get me wrong, actually, there's one negative. The quality of the writing. If you read the story, man, oh my god, it was appalling, right? It was shocking. I generally skip the stories, right? I never really do the whole story thing, but because we had to solve a mystery, I had to read the story. And honestly, it was as if they gave some AI the most basic information possible, and it's like, right, okay, make a story. And it didn't make sense. It didn't make sense. Like, guy doing it for Cody to test people out, to make sure they weren't part of Shadloo. Someone had to take the fall so that they weren't suspicious, so they thought they would go with Ryu, because they knew Ryu was good enough to try and break out of jail. But you know you can trust Guile, so why would you not have cut Guile in on this? I don't know, it just... Apart from that, the event was absolutely great, and honestly, low-key, I'm now going to say that I think this was the best event we've had. Yep, I do. I really do. And I honestly, I feel like it's because we had that daily reason to log in and do something. You know, for those of us out there who don't log in every day, which there is players that don't, right? For players like that, this was the pull, the thing that would keep bringing you back in and getting you to do new stuff. While you were there, you would maybe take another stab at trying to beat the boss and better your score. And like, these bosses, the rewards for them were very good as well. So overall, I would like to see this kind of event formula return and maybe get mixed into the rotation of, instead of just giving us the Gouken event constantly, but slightly different, do this, make a new event using the same format as what you've done here. Maybe you don't necessarily have to do the whole you've got to pick the culprit, because I know some people were quite disappointed that they didn't get this last chest. That was the extra special reward. Like, I think people were expecting maybe something that wasn't listed here. That could have been a thing. That would have been a good thing, actually, if they'd done that. But overall, I honestly say, hand on heart, this format, for me, has been the best event. And I would like to see it return, and I would like to see them do this, rather than giving us one bit of content, nothing for 3 days, one bit of content, nothing for 3 days. I would rather just have smaller bite-sized pieces of content spread throughout the entire event. I think it's more engaging, players enjoy it, and it keeps people active within the game, which ultimately I think is a good thing. So, what's my thoughts on Follow the Scent? If I've not been clear already, I'm going to say it again. I feel like it's been the best event we've had, and I would 100% like to see this format return in future. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As always, I have been Hayzink. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.